used your money to pay for a product or service or somebody else's money, let me just imagine that you don't have your own money. Well, you can definitely relate to this topic. This is State of the Culture, brought to you by Izesan. Speak Esan. It's a language learning app for African languages. You can head on there and find so many languages. My name is Justina and I'm the host. And of course, I've got amazing people beside me. My co-host, let me start from my left today. This is, please let her introduce herself because I feel like they introduce themselves way better. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Deri Kelichi.
Okay, baby. My name is Eddie Chinewatosin.
All right. So today's topic, we're talking about customer service. That's why I said you can relate to this topic. If you've ever paid for something, how did you feel after? Did you feel like coming back? Did you feel like you were insulted after giving out your money? Or did you not feel anything at all? That's what customer service is about. And to talk about this topic, I have someone who has an authority on that. And this is a business owner.
Ooh.
Giving us the bad guy look.
Okay.
Right beside me.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
Thank you for having me. My name is Godwin Oridani. I am the creative director of the Amante Studios, one of the leading studios in Abuja. And
Wow.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
so-
You know, we can all confirm that.
Yeah,
He's
sure.
amazing.
Thank you.
He's tried him. He's one of the finest in Abuja.
If
And
not the finest.
exactly.
That's a word, girl.
Yeah, true. But let's talk about this look. Is this your look?
yeah,
Bad guy.
yeah. It's a look that I picked for myself, and it has worked for me forever. So
When you say it has worked for you,
It's giving me a
Zone
certain
in.
vibe.
Where are we
Tell me
going
that.
to? What's
what,
the point?
What do you mean?
the thing is, I think every individual should have an identity. And like when you see the person, you just know, okay, this is this is that. So I just decided, okay, I want to have this look. Trust me, I'm not a bad guy, but I just
Really?
like, yeah.
But you know the vibe your look is giving me?
Oh, okay.
I'll use the lyrics of a song. You go chop breakfast, I'm not copying.
And you say this feelings, I'm not catching.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
True. But see, if you're eyeing him, you can
Close
zoom in
your eyes.
on, his left finger.
Thank you.
He's
Yeah.
taking.
Person is not
Sorry.
Close it.
Sorry. Anyways, we're moving to the topic now. First of all, let's talk about customer service. Customer service is the service that you render to anybody before, during, and after you have provided the service. I must specify that it starts before, like when the person walks into your maybe studio, your office, your business place. Then when you're providing the service, and even after the service, that is customer service. So now I want to, pass this to you, Mr. Godwin. So what is customer service to you?
Okay. To me, customer service, quality customer service is the brain behind any successful business. Because for people like us who render people-to-people service, like we deal with our clients one-on-one. It's not like somebody who does, for instance, where you can send someone to go do stuff for you. My clients reach out to me and I have a conversation with them. I let them know, okay, this is what you get for this amount and so on and so forth. And so it's a rendering quality service, either selling or either by selling or rendering a service. It could be a product or a service, but you have to make it as qualitative as possible, because that's the only way you can keep your clients and get more clients. So it's the brain behind. It should be the brain behind any successful business. Yeah.
True, I really like how you're stressing on quality, because when it comes to customer service, there's actually good and bad customer service. But I like the fact that you're stressing on the quality customer service. So, like I said, this is a topic that all of us can relate to as well. So let me ask you, Tosin, like, where does customer service apply? Because your neighborhood aboki might say customer service. It doesn't apply to me. It's probably, when you think customer service, you think it's some business that has a department titled customer service, or maybe your internet service provider. So where does customer service apply?
Well, for the Aboki saying doesn't apply to him, it's actually very wrong, because customer service applies everywhere. It should be like to everybody, even down to the bread seller, because the way someone treats you would give you the vibe to either come back or not come back for his services.
True.
So if maybe I go to a salon, let's not even say a very big salon, it's roadside salon. I'm like, I came to make my hair here, and then the way you treat me guarantee if I'm going to come back to you or not. So customer service applies to like all spheres of life. As long as you're in a business, you're exchanging services for something, either money or anything, customer service should be like your priority, should be quality, honestly.
Yeah,
should
true. So let's back to you, Kelechi, as well. So when it comes to, because he has already stressed on quality customer service a little bit, so how important do you think customer service is compared to providing quality? How important do you feel like customer service is in any business?
I feel it's priority in any business and every business. And it's funny how people actually render customer service knowing or not knowing. Because even mere talking to me, that's customer service. So it's either good or bad. That's how it is. So everyone gives customer service, but it's either good or bad. So even an aboki that is very accepting, very warm, that's good customer service.
Yeah.
Well, if it's very harsh, that's bad customer service. So everyone renders customer service, and it's priority, because when you have a negative vibe, negative energy, negative attitude, people just like, oh no, I can't do this. Like, some people just don't. People actually don't like when people are rude to them or being very somehow.
Yeah, so I don't know, the way you're talking, do you have any personal experience
we
with
get
someone
plenty.
that
Sounding so personal right now.
When you're making your hair,
when
you're making your hair, when you're doing your nails, sis, because I'm very particular about this kind of things. So when you're doing my hair, you have to be very, very cautious about it. Don't say, madam, keep your hair well. Like, say nicely. Even nails, it goes to the filing of your nails, very gentle. Like, all these subtle things actually speaks volume. So for me, it's everything.
So with the hair you mentioned now reminds me of when we were kids, and then when you go to this
Girl,
old man's man, and she's
oh
putting
my God.
your head between her thighs, and then she's like, stay where you're
Let me even give you this.
It
Let me
was
even give you
traumatizing, actually.
I'm like, sister. Let me even give you this. When I went to Lagos recently, like I went to make my hair be like it's somewhere, and now she was an old woman. She was making a little girl's hair. The girl was literally crying. She was making hair.
They don't care actually.
Like the way she was, and you know our hair is 4C.
Yes.
So you have to be very
hair.
gentle. The gentility is like a top notch for it. But she was really comping, and the girl was crying. She was like, stop! Why are you crying? Why are they crying? Stop crying! I'm like, ma,
Not that you won't find. I'm sure she added that. Not that you won't find.
You know, definitely, I want you to share, because I know besides being a business owner, you've actually, purchased a product or service from someone. Have you ever experienced anyone you can really recall, or any common place that when you go, you're skeptical about their customer service, you don't trust it at all? Do you have any?
Yeah, so many. I'll use for those of you who take use these Bolt services. Most of their drivers,
can we go there?
like, they are so rude. They don't care about your well-being. They don't care about your emotions. Like, you call someone and you're like, hello, where are you? The next thing you hear is, they greet for your house. Like, seriously.
Remind me of the story you told me.
Do you understand? So it's I feel maybe because of the way I and my team, which is something I stress very much, the way we treat our clients, our customers, has to be top notch. Because at the end of the day, they are the one paying the bills, the clients. Without them, you are nothing. No matter how good you are in your craft, if you don't have good customer relation, you will not last. No matter how good you are. Some people would rather go to a guy who will give them good customer service and an average job, like not as superb as what you think you have. Do you understand? So I feel that customer service, quality customer service should always be the main thing. Treat people the way you want to be treated. In fact, more than the way you want to be treated, because let them get value for their money. And value does not really necessarily mean just getting, like, I want to buy this cup, or I want to buy this ring, and I just buy the ring and go. No, value exceeds that. You should make sure your client or customer is comfortable around you, around your premises. Make sure they are okay. That is the only way they're going to refer you to someone else.
Sure.
Most of my clients are from referrals. And what do I do? No matter how sad you are, when you come into my space, you're going to go back smiling.
So I'm really glad you spoke about your crew. And I was reading this article, and it really summarized what good customer service should look like into 3 Ps, which is professionalism, patience, and people person attitude. Now, when you're fishing out, when you're recruiting for your crew, how do you look? What tells you that this person is actually going to deliver good customer service to my clients? How do you know?
That's a very interesting question, you know. The thing is, I feel anybody can give a good customer service. It all depends on the energy they receive from whoever is at the top. Okay. Yes, because I've had people who ordinarily would not even treat people well. But when they come in contact with me, we have a conversation, they see the way I deal with my clients, they just pick it up. Okay. It comes naturally. So there is no one person that cannot give good quality service. You just need to instill it in them. Let them know that this is the way you get paid. Okay. Without these people, you won't get paid. Don't you want to get paid? Of course, everybody wants to get paid. Do you understand? So everybody can learn good customer service. Yeah.
So that's one way to put it. Actually,
yeah.
That's true. Not one person. Everybody is capable of customer service.
Sure.
Everybody can be good. Everybody can have a great attitude. But, you know, it depends. So that's fine. So.
Okay, so that brings me to the next question. What are the ways of measuring a satisfied customer? How do you measure your customer satisfaction?
Yeah, for me, there are a few ways I know. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm a photographer. Yeah. Okay. Apart from the fact that I want my clients to be very comfortable around me, I want them to have good quality pictures. I want to be able to create magic. I want to be able to see joy, smile, and happiness in their expression as they are looking at the pictures for selection. Yeah. I want to be able to deliver my pictures and I hear, oh my God, Diamante, this is so nice. That for me is more than money. No matter how much you pay me, if you are not satisfied with the products I offer, yes, no matter how much, I will never be happy. If you pay me, for instance, 10 naira, and you call back to say, oh my God, I love these pictures, it's like you've given me 1 million naira. Okay. Do you understand? So for me, my satisfaction lies in my customers' happiness from seeing the product I offer. Okay. Do you understand? That is for me. Okay. Now, how do I gauge if my client is actually satisfied? Like, I want them to smile out. No matter how sad you are when you come into my studio, I want you to smile out. And 99 out of 100 times, 99 out of 100,
that's a lot.
They always smile out.
That's good.
The thing is, you know, for a photo shoot, for instance, we have a lot of process. We have the makeup artist, we have the hairstylist, we have a whole lot. So most of the time, we have the stylists, the people that will make their outfit. Most of the time, they go to these people and maybe the tailor messed up, the hairstylist did not come on time. Yeah. So they come in most time frustrated. Like you see anger in their face. Now, how do you get good pictures from somebody who came in very angry?
Very angry and upset about something else.
That is where the customer service comes in for me. Now I try my best to make sure they are comfortable. Like I put smile on their face in any way I can. I make the shooting process very comfortable, very engaging. Do you understand? So they go out smiling, they go out happy. Like I get the expression that I want, and the pictures come out really nice. Yeah. So for me, that is well, that's one way too.
So is there item 7 too? You know.
Item no, not really, not really. No, I don't. To be honest, I don't give item 7, but I give item 11.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a new one. Please
you guys.
About item 11.
Like I said, no matter how sad you are, when you come into my studio, you're gonna laugh.
You had it here first, item 11.
Yeah.
So when you want to, when you're sad and you're angry,
let's copyright this.
Yeah, sure.
You could get item 11.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's good.
Okay, so how is customer service in Nigeria for you? How would you
to be honest, most companies take it seriously. Most don't.
But based on your experience?
Based on my experience, I think it's an individual thing at the end of the day, because like you go to some places and you'll be so happy with the way they treat you. You go to some other places, you'll be like, am I not going to pay for this service?
Yes.
Am I not buying this product with my money?
Sure.
So if you know if you buy, I better come up for you. Do you understand? Who does that?
Exactly.
A lot of people do, unfortunately.
Some business owners.
Yes, they do, unfortunately, but yeah, that's why I said it depends on where you are, or yeah, it depends on where you are. But most people take it seriously, and they ensure that their clients get satisfaction. Some don't care. They feel they are the best in this field. For instance, a makeup artist, she feels she's in demand. She does celebrities. You come with your little 15K and you want to stress her life, she'll tell you to get up. Do you understand? Which is wrong. These things end up hurting them without them even knowing. Trust me, I know a whole lot of business people in my field who were top-notch a while ago, but now they are nowhere. Not because they are not good in their craft, but because of the way they relate with their clients. I try not to lose one client, because one client can make you or mar you.
So many more.
Trust me, talking from experience. I had one experience in 2003.
Oh wow.
2003, I had a photo.
For a long time.
Yeah. Since 2001 actually. 2003, yeah. And I was in demand. I was young. I was making money. Not too much, but then it was a lot of money. Like you make 2K in a day in 2003 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Where I lived then, and one student came because I had a stand in a school environment. She came. I don't know what happened, but I insulted her. I'm like, I can feed you. I can do this. To cut the long story short, just barely 3 weeks after, she brought a friend who wants to get married to my colleague. I was supposed to get the job.
Yes.
2003, they sell land where I live for 20K. The wedding was 40K. What it means is that I would have gotten money to buy land from her. But because of my interaction with her, I lost.
Bad customers.
Yeah, because of the bad.
Yeah.
Actually, she said something and I insulted her. I'm like, I can feed you and your family because of what I thought I was making. But I lost the money I was supposed to use to get a land. Do you understand? So that was the day I vowed, no matter how harsh you are as a client, no matter how saucy you are, I'm going to treat you like the queen or the angel that you are, that you are supposed to be.
True.
Because, yeah, one customer can make or mar you.
Okay. So going forward, what do you think can help people have what do you think can help people have good customer service? Because some of them actually know, but they don't even know how to do it.
What will help people give quality service? It's just determination. Like you just have to decide between you. Like that day, I decided no matter how hot you make me feel, I will never show it.
Wow.
I'll get my money, put it in my pocket. Do you understand? You just have to decide that I am not going to. Okay, number one, you have to decide that every client that comes your way, whether the one that is coming for the smallest thing you sell or the biggest thing you sell, is a king. Have that at the back of your mind.
That's a mindset change.
Yes, you have to have it in mind that
question.
that person is a king, because the person that comes to buy this small flower vase can actually bring somebody to buy the whole store.
Yeah.
Through referral. Oh, I went somewhere, and maybe she went somewhere, and somebody is saying, okay, I need something to fill a whole hall, and she just remember the kind of quality service you gave her a while ago. Like, I know somebody who can deliver. That is you selling the whole shop from somebody who just bought one piece. So if you were rude to that person, or you didn't treat the person well, the person would not come back to you or refer you for that opportunity. So just make sure you know all clients are kings and you're good to go.
Thank God.
Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Kelechi. I just don't want to lose what he just said. You mentioned it again, the customer is king. I believe we've all heard this saying, the customer is always right. So I want everybody here to give me your opinion on that statement. You support it or are you against it? Is the customer always right?
Some customers are not right. So let's just put it like that. Some customers are not right. But for the sake of your business, and for the sake of, we have someone that has been in the business since, for the sake of the fact that you want referrals and you want to grow your business, you want to have a good stance, then the customer should be right. So after you sell what you want to sell, you can go into your store or your house and scream to the mirror. If not percent of my business, I'm gonna change that for you now, that kind of thing. So it's crazy, but yeah. So customers should be right, but some customers are not always right.
Yeah, we can hear you right. Okay. Kelechi, what do you think about the statement? The customer.
First of all, I hate that statement. I stand against that statement.
Give us
Oh my
more.
God.
Because being a business person, like I'm really into business, I would thought that that's a very wrong statement. So that customers are always right. Now, why do I say I'm against that statement? The customer is not always right. Now, that doesn't mean whatever they are saying is not valid. Those are two things. Them being right and it being valid, two different things. Okay. Now, for example, you can tell me, you need to change your brand name. You're not right. It's valid. I would not take it away. I would like, okay, that's fine, but based on me, I don't want to change the brand name. I can tell you very nicely, but it doesn't mean you should be right, because sometimes if you take everything your customer says, you will change the identity of your brand, which is you in totality. So that thing it's wrong. It's a wrong statement, but it doesn't mean you should be rude to them in the process of actually defending your cause, because that's where customer service actually comes in. Telling them, okay, sorry, I can't do this, but can we do this? Let me say, they say, why are people not offering this service? You're like, I'm so sorry, we don't have that service. And we can't offer that service, but you can actually go for this. That's saying them that we don't do that, but we have other options. So they are not always right. They can't be always right. It's not possible.
So a research was done by Neuromatrix, and I'm asking everybody right now. I just want to get everybody's opinion on this. And when you, the research covers that the industries with the worst customer service are Nigerian banks. And when you take your phone to Google and just press bad customer service, the first thing you see is Nigerian bank. You see banking, it's always there. So, for Mr. Godwin,
Yeah.
please, can you enlighten us on why Nigerian banks actually have the worst customer services?
What do you think is bad?
Yes, definitely. I don't think there's anyone out here or out there who hasn't experienced a form of bad customer service in our banks. I think they feel they are indispensable. They feel we cannot do without them. Unfortunately, most of us can't, because these days, in fact, we are going cashless, which means we have to deal with the banks.
Yeah.
So they know this, and that is why they just decide to, okay, you can go to hell. You're still going to come back to us, and all that. I think they have that entitlement mentality. Yeah, that's why they treat their clients the way they do. I don't want to mention names, but a few of the banks, there are some.
Good one.
At the end of the day, I still think it's an individual thing, because even if we generalize it, you still get some staff, some employees who will treat you like a king.
Well, yes.
They treat you really well.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's just that the bad eggs have really tarnished the few good ones. So yes, yeah.
Yeah, so I think maybe I should just answer a bit. The funny thing about it is when you walk into the bank, they look all professional. If it's a particular bank, they are wearing red. If red is their color, everybody is on red suit. If green is their color, everybody is on green suit. But when you look at the service, it can be shitty. You would sit there, you would be online, and even when you get to the customer service, they're not even as helpful as you need them to be, or they're posting you and they're telling you, oh, come back in business working days. That's their favorite phrase. After 20 working days, after 15 working days. And the thing is, 14 working days. And currently one of my banks, sometimes I make transactions. This is the second, I still need to go and visit the bank. Okay. But I will not go there and cry and shout. I will hold myself. I will try my best. But the thing is, you get debited and then it doesn't get reversed. And when you go to the customer service, the way they are treating, especially when you go at a particular time, as a worker, for instance, now, I have working time, and then when my job is over, I run to the bank to do whatever I want to do. But then if you go to them at a certain time of day, the way they act, they're like, me have closed, this one is your business. If you are coming here to ask for anything, that's the kind of attitude they give. And like he said, they feel big, because of course we need a bank. Everybody needs a bank, except you want to be using Colo. And Colo person will just bigger. Dig the ground and take your money. So you do need banks. So I feel like that's
sorry to add to this. I think if we look at the volume, in fairness to the customer service officials at the banks, if you look at the volume of clients they attend to daily, if you need to be really patient to be able to see it through. I'm talking like if I am one of their staff now and I have to attend to 200 people in a day.
okay.
This one is coming with this problem, this one is coming with this frustration, everybody will come and pour it on your head. at the end of the day, they are humans.
They're getting paid. Though.
They are getting paid, yeah, but I just feel most of the time they are overworked. Most of the time, yeah. And they are humans.
Yeah.
That is just by the way. To talk about bad customer service relation in terms of companies, I book an airline online, and I thought I booked, in all fairness, because I got the first message, the second message. On the day of my flight, I went to the airport and they were like, your name is not on the system.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't understand. This is it. I said, well, as we can see, your name is, just go and get another ticket. Like, the lady was so saucy. She was like, just go and get another ticket. I'm like,
Yes, dismissed you.
I booked earlier because I wanted it to be cheaper. Now you want me to get a to and fro, and I've paid, this is my receipt and all that. She didn't care, Oga. I beg. Excuse, next person. Do you understand?
Wow.
Like, do you know the inconvenience? Do you know the trauma I had to go through? I thought I already booked. Imagine I didn't have any other money that day. And I needed to be in Port Harcourt. Do you understand? So I think these companies need to really look at all this and take care of it, yeah.
Yeah, honestly. And I think something else you said again is sometimes, like you mentioned, it might be because you can go to one branch of a bank, they might give you shitty service, but you go to another branch.
Oh, that same bank, yeah.
Yeah, so that's something you said is an individual thing, according to how the individual treats you. So
Honestly,
Yeah.
bankers are actually like overused. I don't like, my sister is a banker, so I can relate. She works Monday to Sunday, so I can imagine how you would feel if you're working, you know, morning to night, Monday to Sunday. And you know, for example, Lagos State, a very stressful state.
Yeah.
You have to wake up by 4 a.m. You have to be at work before 7, and then you're closing because you're like one of the tops. So you have to close by 10 p.m. You get done by 12 midnight. The next day you're going over again. So there's no way a customer will come and then
Yeah.
beg, just for me.
Definitely, yeah.
This is not an excuse to like pour it out on somebody.
That brings me to my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been talking about the problem. Let's go about the solution. So what do you think? I feel everyone will give an answer. What do you think can be done, like practical solution? Like for example, in bank, what do you think can be done to avoid or the continuation of bad customer service? Like be as practical as it can be.
Training and retraining. Training and retraining. Like you keep training and retraining these staffs and most of the time find a way to reduce their workload, especially because there are some peak period where they will so bombard you.
Christmas period. Oh my God.
Yeah, not only festive period, yeah.
That's the word.
That's
Especially after an holiday, when there is a public holiday and a lot of people have issues with their transactions, they will just bombard you. They are humans, come on. So yeah, if they can find a way to like, after those public holidays, like add one more person just for that day to reduce the workload. I think that will help. And keep telling them, keep training and retraining them, let them know these people are the reason why you are being paid. Every staff should know that. Without these clients, you are nothing.
Yeah.
So Justina, what do you have to say?
Yeah, so I think to add to what he said, another thing again is treating your staff properly and compensating them properly. Especially all these people that are in jobs that have no security at all. Like you walk into supermarkets, I don't know, I could tell you stories like this entire show. There's this supermarket that I go to buy, they never have change. Never. And then the person's like, take some. So some actually say please, because I've interacted with different people. Some will say, please, can you take something for this amount of money that's left? There was one particular girl that told me, I don't have change, take something. I was going to, but I stopped. Like, has this girl been funding me in a way? Like, it was the manner in which she said it, and the way she was like, there's a way you talk to a person that the person will do whatever it is you said.
Yeah.
But the manner in which she said it was like almost commanding. Like, why are you commanding me to take something like this?
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing, you know, you don't always show that. Like, it's a little bit of professionalism.
Yeah.
Try to do that. So I feel like sometimes some employers as well can compensate their staff properly, give them some sort of security, because some are just like, waiting with this job, I just came here to do
I
this.
cannot come and kill myself.
Exactly. That's the phrase.
It's not my daddy's work, I beg.
Exactly. So they know that tomorrow they are out of it, so they don't even care. They don't know. And the thing is, at the end of the day, it hurts the business owner and not even that person that you're interacting with. So they need to be taken care of as well, employees.
So, what do you have to say?
Yeah, I'm just going to add to what you said. It should be division of labor for me. You shouldn't like bombard one person with so much workload.
Yeah.
That person is human. I mean, you as the boss, sometimes you can't even do what you're giving this person to do. So if you know, okay, you have a business, fine and good, just like distribute this workload to different people. Don't just give one person 10 people's work. It's going to be too stressful and upsetting. So if you just find a way, division of labor, share the work, and then you see them, people will like operate at their best actually because like they have like something like, okay, I can actually undo this, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, for me, I would say actually two things. One is the human resource department, and the second one is everything basically human resource department. Now, the human resource department, they should involve psychology. Like when you're recruiting people, psychology is very involved. Let me say I am employed to recruit people for a bank. Now, the first thing I'm looking out for is your patient. Now, I may not necessarily tell you because that will be playing out. I'm telling you, you're going to play the part. You're going to play the part. But when I don't tell you, it's psychology. Let me say, imagine if I all keep them in a room. 2 hours, they're still waiting. 3 hours, they're still waiting. 4 hours, they're still waiting. Now, there are people that will get angry.
I'll leave.
Now, those people are cancelled. You keep cancelling, so you see the person that is very patient.
I beg to disagree. I beg to disagree. I beg to disagree with you.
I'm not saying that it should be done. I'm just saying that that's a psychology trick because that fun fact, it has been done before.
Sure.
Very fun fact.
Sure.
That's because when you employ psychologists to actually help you employ, we play some tricks. That's the aim of it. We put some things here and there just to see how you will react at your worst state. That's the aim. And then the second part is your human resource in sense of, now these people are human beings too. The people that work and the people that come in, they're all human beings. You can't put them, the people that come in, above your workers. It's not right. Because for them to give your customers the best, they have to be at their best.
Yeah.
Which involves you having to like be very accountable for their mental health. Because some of them actually go through stuff that you don't even know. Some of them homes are not comfortable and then they wake up every day to do the same thing. So whenever they are putting out something, there is something they're actually going through. Things are bombarding them. So it takes human resource people to actually call them one-on-one and like, what's going on? You need a break or something? What is really going on? Because that goes a long way. Don't just put them out. Just say, act your best. Sometimes it's not really that easy. Because I know that yes, they are meant to professionalism, but still, they're actually going through things that we also need to look at and treat them as human beings, not as machines. So yeah, that's what I have to say about it.
Okay, so we're both disagreeing a little bit, so I'll let you go on with this.
Now, why I said I beg to disagree is, you see the person that, like the scenario that you gave, the person that decided to be patient may not actually be the patient one.
Eventually.
It may be that that person does not have any other thing to do that day. Do you understand? No place to go to, no commitment. That's why the person was that patient.
I get you.
Do you understand? So the day the person has something to do, maybe her boyfriend is calling her for a dinner date, and you are keeping her waiting for nothing for 4 hours, they're going to see the true color.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's why I said I beg to disagree.
But I'm not saying that trick is going to work
everywhere. Okay,
That's
okay.
Like a suggestion of
So.
Yes, and I feel like it's a little bit of a disrespect of a person's time. I understand that you're a company that's recruiting, but keeping people like that, it might just be like a second, well, for people who work like 2 jobs or more, maybe I have other things to do at the end of the day. I just came there, I arranged my time. I said 1 p.m. is when I'm going for this interview and I'll be done by 2 and out of here to wherever I'm going to, and then you're keeping me there so to test me.
But how are you going to react if you're the one, if you're being kept there for like 4 hours?
It depends on if I have a lineup of things and something else really important comes up next, I'm leaving.
So let's say you have a lineup of things, how would you tell them? What's your approach? Would you scream? Would you talk?
No.
Definitely not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that also speaks of like your reaction to things. Like sometimes psychology is a very broad thing. We look at the way you react to things. Now, yes, your time may be wasted, but now the way you tell them, like, sir, excuse me, I've been here for 2 hours. Some will start shouting. Now those are different things. So I'm not saying that it should work the way you think it will work. Okay. Just basically looking at also their reaction, the way they are, the way they even tell you, the way they pass across their message.
Okay.
That's what.
All right, I think I get what you're saying.
And sorry, let me just add this. The thing is, you know, a client that is a difficult client to Mr. A may actually be the sweetest person to Mr. B.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that is why I take my time to treat them as they come. She may be having a bad day.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's your duty and your responsibility to put a smile on her face. It's very important.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are a lot of reasons why somebody may be having a bad day. Don't add to it. Try as much as possible to reduce it, even if you cannot change it entirely.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So let's talk, I think you've mentioned something like this before, but I want to throw it to every single person here. This is a scenario. If you have someone who offers you superb service, superb product, but shitty customer service, and then you have someone who offers you like average, you know, product or
service, yeah.
and the person offers you like shitty, the best customer service, which would you choose as a customer?
Do you want me to start? I think I'll let ladies go first. Yeah,
Why?
it's a ladies'
Just go
world.
first.
You know what? He's our guest, so please
Yeah.
let's treat him like one. Please go first.
No, it depends on the services, because me,
That's true.
I like money,
That's true.
and I would want what I want to be done perfectly. So if I know that, okay, this person is naturally rude, but then she's giving me what I want,
You can manage.
no wahala.
I tell you.
Shout if you want shout give me what I want.
I understand what it is.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, I get you.
As long as I'm getting what I want, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Oh.
But I'm not going to banter words with you. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at you. Just do what you have to do, please. Let me just
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Okay, so
I
Kelechi.
actually started an agreement with her. I remember what my mom told me. My mom told me that there are ways you have to act to people just to get what you want. So it doesn't mean how low you stoop. You just get what you want. So I remember there was one time where I can't remember what happened with my friends, but I was so like, Kelechi, are you not embarrassed? I'm like, I'm embarrassed. So I get what I want. It's when I live here. Because of what my mommy told me, it keeps ringing in my head. I don't care how shitty you are. If I get what I want, then I'm done with your ass. Then I can go. So basically, I agree with you.
Okay.
Compare it to when we're in school, lecturers and students, they are providing a service to us. These lecturers can be so
Oh
rude.
my god.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's a
you
different
can't
angle.
walk out of the class
Period.
because you know what you need from this person.
Preach.
If you should walk out, zero is calling you.
Okay.
So, just sit your ass down and listen. You're stupid. You are this.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's
Okay,
way.
sir.
Even ask for extra.
Yes. So you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
So when you know that you need something from somebody,
Yeah.
no matter how he or she treats you, you just
Shut
have to
down.
get what you want from them. Then when you are
Period.
done getting what you want, you can now say, go to hell.
Get out.
I get your point, yeah. But in a school setting, you really don't have a choice. But if you are paying for a product or service, yeah, you may say you're paying for service as a school fees and all that. But in this setting, there is really little you can do. But if you are dealing with a service provider directly, like somebody you have to pay something and get feedback immediately,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to deal with a shitty customer service. Do you understand?
When you're getting something good.
I know I may end up getting something good, but there's always somebody out there who can also give me that.
Okay.
If I don't have a choice and I have to get it from you,
Okay.
I may. But trust me, I will never come back to you.
Oh wow.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that is the dangers of having bad customer relations.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Yes.
That's why I would rather, like I said, if I don't have a choice, I may take that option, but trust me, I'm not coming back again.
Okay.
Do you understand? So you end up losing clients. If you think you are the best at this thing, somebody is learning and that person is coming to overtake you. Do you understand? So yeah.
So I've heard all of your answers, and honestly, I have to agree with you. Look, I know I like to think of myself as like the princess of the bong, but there's nobody that is indispensable.
No,
Every single
no.
person, I believe every single
Everybody.
person is indispensable.
Yeah.
There was, I don't know, I'll use examples. I went to do my hair with somebody, and she was totally shitty to me the entire time. And the next time I came there, I walked past her. She didn't know. My hair was great. I loved it. Carried it for a long time. But I walked past her and went to someone else because I would not. The only reason why I let her do my hair is because she had already started.
Yeah.
So and I will not go with half hair back to my house. So that's why I let her start. Even I think it's common with ladies for hair as well. Even this one on my head has a story behind it. I actually went to two people. The first person, and there's a problem. Some people they can't actually do what you want them to do.
And they won't let you know.
They won't let you know. They're like, I've seen this style, yes.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I've done
Sit
it
down.
before.
And for some people, how they start is how you know that, okay, no, they don't.
They don't have
She
a
made the first mistake. I said, okay, it could happen. The second one, I just got up and told her, okay, thank you, it's okay. I just gave her like half the payment and left.
I'm not giving money.
That was the best I could do. That was the best I could do. I just gave her half the payment and I went to another shop and I told the person, I even went because the person had already put gel on my head.
Yeah.
So I had to wash it out. The person had to wash it out and redo what is on my head currently. Exactly. I paid double. And then I paid half to the other person that did a shitty job for me. You know, half for just massaging my head and wasting my time. That's all.
So the massage was good, yeah?
The terrible. Like, my man massage
your hair.
Please, no. Like, I'm like, it's worthless. She didn't
So
do
if I may,
anything
this
for
is the
me.
point I was making. This is the reason why I kept saying quality customer service is key. Now, not only did you not go back to her, you will never refer anybody
Never.
to her. She has not only lost you as a client, she has lost potential clients from you, through you. Do you understand? So yeah, that's my point all along.
Yeah, so sometimes I would rather go with someone that could do, you know, an average job or like treat me better actually. Because for instance, now let me say like a tailor, if I give you a style and then at the end of the day maybe it's just the waist I have to adjust, I'm fine. Unlike somebody that I'll go, maybe my cloth is not even ready or your attitude is not great. That is, you know, something that I'm not down for at all. So I'd really go for somebody who makes me feel good after, you know, spending my money. So that's it actually. So let's really wrap this up. I really enjoyed this. Where are you from and what language do you speak?
I'm from Kogi State, and there's a place called Ogori Magongo.
Oh,
The Goshen.
Damn.
No, I need to come on. We are rare, like we are.
Yeah.
Most of you are hearing for the first time.
Yeah,
true.
So yeah, that's why
state?
Kogi State, but from Ogori Magongo, and we speak Osain.
Oh.
Sign.
In the
The
whole
ones that speak or say.
Can you say like good morning for us in Osain?
yes, good morning is in Osain is ewe, not away. Ewe. Ewe is good morning. In the afternoon you say wine morning.
Why not morning?
Yeah,
Why
wine
are we
morning.
in the
It sounds so
morning?
nice.
Yeah. Like it's the best language in the
So
whole
please,
world.
don't use English tone.
I see you marketing your language.
What's the tribe?
Osain.
Osain.
It's actually wine morning.
Yeah.
Say wine and money.
Wine morning.
Wine it some
Can you
money.
speak right?
Yeah, not really,
No,
but
maybe.
Okay, can you tell us? I enjoyed myself today. Thank you so much for having me.
oh, okay, in my language, yeah.
camera, yeah,
Oh, interesting.
please,
Okay,
you have to the camera, tell us.
woof. Okay,
Is that hard?
kind of, but I'll try.
Okay.
Ganeba, igbadun mi wa money.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, by history they said what's that word? Originated from Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife, yeah.
Ile-Ife, wow.
Yeah. But our language is totally different. But enjoyment is actually igbadun, like igbadun.
So there are traces, just
Yeah, a
small.
little,
Wow.
yeah.
So the thing with Nigerian languages actually is if you listen to different ones, you definitely pick out things that
Yes, that are
sound.
yeah.
So
true.
it's
Can we
actually
tell you you're welcome
in a
in
way.
our dialect? Say your own. At least we are promoting Izesan.
Yeah.
Esan.
yeah, true. So start.
I love
No,
that.
mine is sounding like his, so I want to get something different.
Okay, Igbo go.
Kelechi, please.
I don't understand. Why are you looking?
We don't
Why
understand.
is it Kelechi first?
Because you're Igbo, say something.
Dalu.
That's
Dalu is
okay.
like
Dalu
thank
means
you.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay,
Like it
this-
works the same.
What if I want to say thank you? I enjoyed myself. Yeah, thanks for having me.
In
Stuff
Igbo?
like in Igbo, yeah.
So, if I want to say Igbo, I'm not very fluent like you, so I will try.
Yeah.
So, if I want to thank you, I'll say Dalu. So, in case you're Igbo and I'm shaming you, sorry. But you just speak more than I know, okay?
Okay.
So, Dalu, Unumero Fuma.
Nice, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you're Igbo, don't come for me. Okay? You understand what I said? Just let's leave it here.
So what she can now we call Lubul Uyin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, where are you from?
I'm from Cross River.
Okay.
Oburu.
That sounds
Yeah.
sweet.
Can you say it again,
So can you
please?
say it again? Like,
What she can now we call Lubul.
Okay.
Like you did well as you came to speak with us.
Eba is thank you.
Eba as in
Eba is no
Okay.
Eba. It's not Eba.
Give me the food vibe already, you know.
Eba.
That sounds
Eba is just thank you. Yeah, in my language.
Oh,
Eba.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right, so
Tosin.
you.
Everybody knows Yoruba now.
No, not everybody.
know, girl.
Like,
Okay,
You
let's
say.
go. Agbadun yin leni.
okay.
Ọmọ Yorùbá. Correct.
Agbadun yin gan.
Okay.
Gidi gan.
Yeah.
That is sounding like something else, but it's
I
fine.
know,
Yeah.
no.
So I respond by saying,
What do you mean it sound like
Let's leave it at that.
no, let's do that.
If you
So-
want to know, download the app.
Yeah.
And learn
I learned the response.
Yeah, for the viewers too. Gidi gan.
True.
Wink.
Yeah.
So how do you
Your
respond
ways are
to
not straight.
everything
In
you
my
say?
language,
Yeah.
okay. Eba. You know, Eba is for one person. Eba, like
Community.
like
Okay.
thank you all.
Oh,
Thank you all.
okay.
Yeah. So Eba.
So Ebawo.
That's nice. Yeah, that sounded
watching.
nice. Yeah.
And make sure you go download our app. You can find it on iOS and your Google Play Store. It is Izesan. Meet Esan. I'm Justina, the host, and I have Tosin, Kelechi, and Mr. Godwin. Thank you so much. If you're in Abuja, you should check out his studio. It is awesome.
Yeah.
It is the Amante Studio. Thank you so
Item
much
11.
for watching
Thank
this.
you.
Yes, you're going to get some item 11. This is State of the Culture, and I can't wait to see you watching or listening to another episode.